It is the Project J. Yeah, I'm so used to saying KSG Tiger now. Because, yeah, I left my clan. Now, a lot of you are probably like, well, you started up this clan and you left it? I mean, what kind of person are you to do that? You know, it's unfair to all my clan members because between school and this show that I'm doing right now, there's not enough time. And I left and joined up with 8-Bits also because people who were in my clan were mainly far away. And I actually want to work with someone up close. Like, I want to physically be able to interact with them and talk to them. It's just a personal preference of mine. But yeah, that's some of the reasons why I left my clan. And also, I'll be honest, I wasn't that good at managing it. I didn't know the basics of managing a clan. I mean, I sort of did. I'm not saying I didn't know anything, but I couldn't really follow through on stuff because I was too busy with it, and I need something where it's kind of more like this, rather than having to manage a whole bunch of people, because that's just too stressful for me. And also, like, I could do it, like, but I don't have enough time. And if maybe if I had more time, I would be able. I'd still keep the clan in my life. But I gave it to someone who I know, who I've been playing on Xbox Live with for a while. I think it's been like a year now since I've met him, but yeah, I gave it to him, and he's a very trustworthy person. I talk to him all the time, and yeah, he's trustworthy. But yeah, enough with my friendship stories. We're gonna get into Anonymous today, like, you know, a hacker group. Yeah, and we're going to get into a custom button mapping petition. Alright, first we're going to talk about Anonymous. Well, everyone knows Anonymous, you know, the hacker group, how they shut down something recently. I forget what it was. Not PS3, but there was something like after PS3 that they shut down. Well, yeah, they threatened as one of the members, because, you know, it's anonymous. There's multiple people in it and who are involved. Anonymous threatened to shut down the internet as a joke. They said they were going to, and the plans looked really legitimate, but someone came along and they said, okay, I found these plans, I'm going to expose it to the public, which they did. Now, was this just a terrible April Fool's Day joke? Because I'm sorry to whoever made this, if this is your little intent of trying to be funny, hacking the internet is no joke. And what they were going to do is essentially, okay, I have to explain this in English because I want the people who are kind of, you know, I'm not trying to make fun of you or anything. There's like, he's trying to make fun of me because I'm technologically impaired. But someone who at least has a basic knowledge of the internet, rather than I kind of have more advanced knowledge than Steve has a really advanced knowledge because he's the one who's making our website. But anyway, yeah, I'm not even going to go down that whole road about our website. But, yeah, basically, you know how, alright, you go on your internet every day, you type in www.google.com or whatever web address you want, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all that. Now, what they were doing is they were threatening to shut down all those URLs, and what those URLs basically means is if you were to type in www.google.com, you get some sort of corruption error or whatnot. But what they were going to have is IP addresses of the website. Like, with the IP address, you'd still be able to access it. Now, what the IP address is, each website has its own IP address. Think about it as kind of your home address, except it's just a bunch of it's a set of random numbers and once in a great while characters, but it's mostly numbers and periods here and there, and yeah. But what they were doing is they'd have these numbers. You'd put it where you normally put, you know, Google.com or whatever. You put that set of random numbers that corresponds to that address of that same website, and then you press enter, and then you go on Google. But still, anyone who doesn't have an advanced knowledge of the internet, that's such a small amount of people. I mean, I know you're probably thinking, oh, well, I'm watching the show, I know a lot about the internet, trust me. I'm coming from a guy who uploads videos weekly. I still do not know a ton about the internet. And I don't want to bash you, Steve, but Steve, you may know a lot about the internet, but there's people out there who like, the internet is like, they know the internet like the back of their hand, and they are not afraid to use it against people. Like Anonymous. Anonymous is a group, well, not everyone in Anonymous knows a lot about the internet, but a lot of people in Anonymous at least have an advanced knowledge of the internet. That's why they're able to hack into sites so easily, like the CIA website and all that. There's some U.S. government website that they not recently, but they shut down before. I'm trying to think of what it was. I think it might have been the CIA website or something like that. But yeah, anyway, enough talking about hackers and depressing things. On to something good that's been going on. Custom button mapping petition. Now, a lot of people are like, whoa, what does that even mean? Well, basically, if any of you are PC gamers, then you're already kind of experiencing this. It's where you can assign a function to a specific, a specific key to a specific function. So in other words, you're making your own controls. Like, on Call of Duty World War, for example, you go on your Xbox, there's like 4 types of controls. You know, there's tactical, nomad, Charlie, all that. What you do is you go on PC, and then you click on, like, you go into your control settings, and then you click move up or whatever, and then it'll say F, and then it'll be like, type in a key that you want to correspond to that effect, and then you type in E. Now, instead of F being the key, E is moving forward. So basically what you're essentially doing is you're making your own set of custom pre-laid out, well, not pre-laid out, sorry, that's Xbox, your own laid out controls. Now, these guys mean business. You're probably thinking, oh, well, you know, it's just this small little group. No, this is over 85,000 people have signed this thing. I signed it myself because I think it is a very good, very, very good thing that people need to know about. And us gamers, we have a voice. Because, alright, they were talking about in the video that I watched about it. Okay, so Portal 2, you know, yeah, everyone knows Portal 2. What they originally had was just preset controls. You know, just like your typical Call of Duty, your typical Halo, all that. And they just had it. But a few months after the petition was made, I believe, I don't know exactly how long it is, we're just going to go with a few months just as a ballpark. What they did was, in an update, in a patch, they included the option to customize your controls. That is a huge step because Portal 2 is not a small game by any means. It is not an unknown game, a small little kind of market game, you know what I mean? And they're not from a small developer, they're from, who developed Portal 2? Sorry, I'm terrible today trying to think of, like, who does what and all that. But Portal 2, you know what I mean? You know, you get what I'm saying. Portal 2 is not a unpopular game. A lot of people know what it is. A lot of people know the concept of Portal 2 and the original Portal. So, yeah. Basically, this is a really strong movement that's going on, and I'm really excited to see what it's going to maybe it's going to even play a role in Black Ops 2 or whatever the next Call of Duty is. And maybe even the next Halo. Because I always have a hard time because I'm a hardcore Halo lover and I'm a hardcore Call of Duty lover. And the thing that I really hate between those two games is you cannot change the controls for either of them. And what that basically means is every time I switch back to Halo, or switch back to Call of Duty from Halo, or you know what I'm saying, switch between games, I have a hard time playing. And when you press that B button, let's just go with B. When you're probably thinking like, oh, well, you can just switch the controls around, and it's not going to be the same thing. Unless you get lucky. It's not going to be. Because I've tried Gears of War. I can barely play Gears of War because of the way the controls are laid out. I can barely play. And if they do change the controls, they can make so much more money off this because what you're doing is they're deterring away customers is what they're doing. Because I can't play a game that I can't function properly with. Like, if I'm going to press shoot, let's just say shoot with the A button. I can't shoot with the A button because it's programmed in my head because I've used that A button so long to jump. Not to shoot, to jump. And when you're online, your KD is going to suffer because of that. And no gamer wants their KD to suffer just because of a simple little error that's an easy fix by the programmers. And honestly, I do kind of think it's, not to be mean or anything, but I do kind of personally think it's pathetic that by now the developers have not realized that we need to do this on all consoles, not just exclusively for PC gamers. because I'm a PC gamer and I love PC, but I do see a spark of light in consoles as well, and I really do want that light to keep shining. Well, yeah, please like the video and all that. First day on the 8-bits, I'm really excited. I'm really enjoying the kind of new spot on the team. I'm really excited to see what we're going to accomplish this year and everything. And yeah. Yeah, okay, so before I go, I just wanted to say something hilarious. Alright, so I took a whole take of this video because my iPhone has a back camera and a front camera. And my previous take of this whole video was the front camera, it was facing the back the whole time, so you could hear my voice talking, but all you saw was like the wall because you couldn't even like see my face. All you heard was like me talking. Oh wow. My voice is cracking so much. Like I told you in my first video, my voice is just gonna be cracking all over the place. But whatever, deal with it.